Here are the 6 people preparing for today's show. Only one of them can leave with £10,500. The rest will leave with nothing and voted off as the weakest link. Welcome to the weakest link. Any of the 6 people in the studio here today could win up to £10,500. They've only just met, but to reach a prize money, they must work as a team. However, 5 of them will leave with nothing. As round by round we lose a player voted the weakest link. Let's meet the team. Hello, my name's Alison and I'm a care home worker. My name's Jamie and I'm a student. Hello, my name's Nancy and I'm retired. My name's Arthur and I'm a mechanic. Hello, my name's Lizzie and I am a mathematician. Hello, my name's Jack and I'm a doctor. Now the rules. In each round of the game there's £1,500 to win. The fastest way to win the prize money is to create a chain of 6 correct answers, break the chain, and you lose all the money in the chain. But if you say bank before the question is asked, the money is safe. However, you'll start a new chain from scratch. Remember team, money that has been banked can move forward to the next round. Round 1, 2 minutes 10 seconds on the clock. We'll start with the person who's first alphabetically, and there's 2 A's, Arthur and Alison, so we'll start with the person who's first before that. And that's Alison. So Alison, let's play the weakest link. Alison, first question is for £50. Start the clock. Alison, which landmark nicknamed Lame Dame de Fur is one of the most visited tourist spots in the world? It's Eiffel Tower. Correct. Jamie, which of these medical television series aired first? Is it Peak Practice, Where the Heart Is, or Holby City? Holby City? No, it's Peak Practice. Nancy, how many sentries are on guard at Buckingham Palace if the Queen is in residence? 4. Correct. Arthur, who paints with a palette of blue and grey according to a 1971 song by American Pie singer Don McLean? It's Vincent van Gogh. Correct. Lizzie, how many pixels in a megapixel? 1 million. Correct. Jack Bank, what was the occupation of the winner of the first recorded Olympic event held in ancient Greece in 776 BC? Is it soldier, cook, or actor? Soldier. No, cook. Alison, which Middle Eastern Prime Minister put a $1,600 haircut on expenses during a 2015 visit to address the United Nations? Donald Trump? No, Benjamin Netanyahu. Jamie, in 1984, which DC Comics character became the first female superhero to land her own movie? Supergirl? Correct. Nancy, which massive dinosaur had arms that were only... Time is up. Only £200 banked in that round, team. Not impressive at all. Who's more twit than wit? Who put the more into moron? Whose wheel is turning but the hamster is dead? It's time to vote off the weakest link. In this round, Jamie is statistically the weakest link. Statistically, Arthur is the strongest link. But who will be the first weakest link? Voting over, it's time to reveal the weakest link. Jamie, Jack, Jamie, 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 Jamie. Alright, let me get my sheet of paper. Who shall we go to first? Lizzie. You're a mathematician, so what's 1000 plus 1000? 2000. Correct. Well done. What kind of maths do you do? Every type of maths. Okay, yeah. So why Jamie? It was quite an easy question. Plus, he ruined the chain. We could have got £500 if he didn't ruin it then. Very true. Nancy, you're retired. What did you used to work as? A cleaner. And how old are you? I am 66. So you retired recently? I did indeed. Okay. Why, Jamie? Same reason. Alright. Well, Jamie, with 5 votes, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. I thought I would stay, but seems not for this time. I do hope to go on another show. What would be better than the weakest link? Oh yeah. Well, you would expect a student to stay longer, but seems not for Jamie's case. Anyhow, round 2. In the bank, £200. In this round, we're taking 10 seconds off the clock, and we'll start with our strongest link, who was Arthur. Arthur the mechanic. So, Arthur, let's play the weakest link. Arthur, start the clock. Arthur, name one of the 4 instrument groups that make up an orchestra. Brass. Correct. Lizzie, an emulsifier, such as lecithin is used in food manufacturing to mix water and which other ingredient? Fat. I'll accept fat and oils. Jack, of the 4 competitive swimming strokes, which is the second slowest? Butterfly? No, backstroke. Alison, which picturesque seaside town is home to one of the 2 branches of the Tate Gallery outside London? St. Ives. Correct. Nancy, which TV series featured lovable rogue Arthur Daly, who once assured employee Terry McCann, the world is your lobster? Minder. Correct. Arthur, Malaysia elects its king every 5 years from among different royal families. True or false? False. No, true. Lizzie, which artist, when he became too frail to paint, instead drew with scissors to create paper cutouts? Picasso, Matisse, or Degas? Matisse. Correct. Jack, bank. What does the letter CC stand for in CCTV? Closed circuit. Correct. Alison, bank. Who Time is up. Oh dear team. £100 banked in that round shows how pathetic you are. In that round, it was so rubbish that one of you screwed the whole team over, and most of you are screw-ups, but not looking at Arthur, it's time to have the confidence to vote off the weakest link. Obviously, in this round, Arthur is the weakest link, as he lost all of the money for the team. Statistically, out of Alison and Jack, Alison is the strongest link. But who will be the weakest link? It's time to reveal your weakest link. Arthur. It's the obvious choice, Arthur. Lizzie. Arthur. Arthur. Alright. Jack, what do you do? I'm a doctor. Well, a trainee doctor. Alright, so you've just started your training to be a doctor? 7 years of university, I guess? Yeah. And did you pass your exam straight away? I did, actually. That's amazing. Why Arthur? Just because he's ruined the game just then. Alright, yep. Alright, yep. Lizzie, why Arthur? Just same reason as Jack. Alright. Well, Arthur, the mechanic, you were the strongest link in the previous round, but you are the weakest link in this round. Goodbye. Totally agree with the team in this round that I was the weakest link. I did indeed ruin the chain. And yes, I hope that Jack or Alison wins for this game, and yes. In the bank miserably, £300. This round, another 10 seconds will be taken off the clock. And I have the confidence, team, that you can earn £1,000 possibly. We'll start with the strongest link, and that is Alison. So Alison, let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Alison, in 2000, who did George W. Bush compete with in the presidential election? Al Gore. Correct. Nancy, who launched the Invictus Games for Wounded Warriors in 2014 after 2 tours of duty in Afghanistan? Prince Harry. Correct. Lizzie, after the Vatican City, what's the next smallest country in the world which also has the shortest coastline? Spain. No, Monaco. Jack, which highly sought after punk single was gifted to execs as A&M Records in London when the label was closed in 1998? God Save the Queen by the Sex Pistols. Correct. Alison. In 1999, Macau was transferred to Chinese sovereignty from which European country? United Kingdom? No, Portugal. Nancy. Which 19th century Gothic American author is often depicted with a raven? It's Edgar Allan Poe. Correct. Lizzie. Bank. After the ego and superego, what is the third part of the personality according to Sigmund Freud? Pass. ID. Jack. Time's up. Team, I said £1,000, not £50. Really, it's so pathetic. Just let me turn the volume down so then you can hear me. Yeah, pathetic. Who will be going out of 4 of you? It's time to find out. Let's vote off the weakest link. In the previous round, Alison was the weakest link, but in this round, she's the strongest link. Jack is the strongest link, but who in this round will be the weakest link? Voting over, it's time to reveal the results. Lizzie, Alison, Nancy. Alrighty, so Nancy, why Lizzie? Nancy, why Lizzie? That kinds of rhymes. I did not make sense. Why Lizzie? Just because she didn't do well in that round. So did Alison. She didn't do well in that round. Well, I want rid of Lizzie actually. Okay. Jack, why Nancy? She didn't do well in that round. None of you did well. And finally, Alison, why Lizzie? The same reason. It says the weakest link. Statistically, the weakest link. But it's the votes that count, Lizzie, with 2 votes. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. I've made it this far, so it must be good halfway through. What's good, I guess. And yeah, I've enjoyed today's recording. Yeah. In the bank, £350, and we're into round 4. In the next round, you have 90 seconds on the clock, but in this round, you have 100 seconds. What is 1 minute 40 seconds? We'll start with our strongest link, and that was Jack. So Jack, let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Jack, which of these sports is played on a table with the largest surface area? Is it table tennis, snooker, or pool? Snooker? Correct. Alison, which popular drink was created in Bangkok, Thailand by Kale Ubidhaya in 1976? Red Bull. Correct. Nancy, bank. The Victor Rydberg School in Stockholm, Sweden made playing which computer game compulsory for 13-year-old students in 2013? Minecraft. Correct. Jack. If in the film Braveheart, what did Mel Gibson's William Wallace do that the real one did not? Is it wear a kilt, use a bow and arrow, or grow a beard? Grow a beard. No, wear a kilt. Alison. Which flowers did poet William Wordsworth describe as tossing their heads in sprightly dance? Daffodils. Correct. Nancy, bank. Which word describes 1024 terabytes of data? Is it exabyte, petabyte, or zettabyte? Petabyte. Correct. Jack, bang. Time's up. Amazing team, £200 banked in that round. Next round, you will have the chance to treble your money, but before that, you'll have to vote off the weakest link. Will it be Jack, Alison, or Nancy? It's time to vote off the weakest link. In this round, Jack is the weakest link. Statistically, out of Nancy and Alison, Nancy is the strongest link. But who will be our final weakest link? It's now time to find out. Voting over, it's time to reveal the weakest link. Nancy, Jack, Alison. Alright, it's a three-way tie team, 1 vote for Nancy, 1 vote for Alison, and 1 vote for Jack. So, Jack, why Alison? She didn't do well. She didn't do well, saying someone saying that, even though they were the only one who got the question wrong. Nancy, why Jack? Your reason. Alright. Alison, why Nancy? Because I think she should go. Well, in a three-way tie team, the strongest link decides who goes, and that's Nancy. So Nancy, you have the option of choosing Jack or Alison. I'll stick with my decision and go for Jack. Why Jack? The reason why, what you just said earlier. Alright, well, Jack, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. Well, I'm glad that I've made it into the finalish rounds. I've enjoyed my day today at the weakest link, and I hope to come back if I do have the chance to come back. Yeah, I've enjoyed it a lot. In the bank, £550 in this round, 90 seconds on the clock, but whatever you win in this round will be trebled. We'll start with the strongest link, and that was Nancy. Nancy, let's play the weakest link. Alright team, let's start the clock. Nancy, in which sport is the target ball called the Palino, Bocchino, or Jack? Pass. Correct answer is Bocchino. Alison, what did the president of Belarus mistakenly tell a crowd to do at 2016 rally? Revolt, strip, or slap each other? Strip. Correct. Nancy, bank. Which director has cameos in his classic films Halloween, Escape from New York, and The Thing? It's John Carpenter. Correct. Alison. Which political party celebrated a Welsh devolution by winning 17 seats in its first elections to the National Assembly for Wales? Played Cymru. Correct. Nancy, bank. Which TV writer, the brains behind Grange Hill and Hollyoaks, published his debut novels in 2016? It's Phil Redmond. Correct. Alison, bank. The Drake equation describes the time is up. And of course, team, time is up in the bank. In that round, you won £150. What will treble to give you prize money today of £1,000. Congratulations, team, you finally made it to the £1,000 target. Now, there can only be one winner in the next round. In the next round, I will ask you both 5 questions, best 5 wins. If there's a tie, we will go for sudden death. So, Nancy and Alison, let's play the weakest link. Alison has the strongest link in the last round. Would you like to go first or last? First, please. Alison, which fast disappearing island nation receives 10% of its income from royalties for the use of national internet domain suffix? I don't know, pass. Correct answer is Tuvalu. Nancy, what was the name of Tom Hanks' volleyball friend in the Robert Zemeckis movie Castaway? Wilson, correct? Alison, to whom was Sir Walter Raleigh talking when he said, "This is sharp medicine, but it is a sure cure for all diseases"? Pass. Correct answer is his executioner. Alison, Nancy, what is the title of John Singer's Sargent's scandalous portrait of Madame Peru Gaturu in a black gown? Portrait of Madame X, correct. Alison, when you win something hands down, you are borrowing an expression from what? Poker, horse racing, or boxing? It's horse racing. Correct. Nancy, what is the name of the Earth's most recent supercontinent which formed about 270 million years ago? Pangaea. Correct. Alison, you must get this question correct to stay in the game. Which US film actress opened a popcorn shop in Paris in 2016 called Yummy Pop? Pass. Correct answer is Scarlett Johansson. Well, that means Nancy, you are today's strongest link, and you leave with £1,000. Alison, you leave with nothing. Join us again for the weakest link. Goodbye.